Music.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5. Bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game, going for mine. Alright. And this is the year when mad cats get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the real. Bang him out. With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street guard got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the thing. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke is cooking, beans is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that used to live in riches, now a sticky kid. Caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked out the door. In 95, niggas flipped to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats with phone and a half. Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that. They rather see it spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for this. Anybody put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. I get down for hands on the brain. Shit, moving over here. I get down for mine. I get down for this. Anybody put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't someplace you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Content and punctuation is compared to AK. You in a daze. Overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Ginn. The carbons of booty smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick. Pumping skunk. Bouncing with my click. Popping mega jump. I'm getting bent when these clowns be zigzagging. What's this talk about playing keys? Come on, you nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal, brother abdominal. Far from comical, lyrics that stick in the brains like barnacles. Never sleep, I'm bringing the drama to the street with techniques and rolling in fleets. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. K Dep, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for this. On the banger, shake it, no fear. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for mine. I get down for this. Shake it, no fear. I get down for mine. 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 We get my down head. Regular, shake it with no fear.
Well. What's up, everybody? Dang, make sure you go on mute. Shout out to Hassan Bird in the chat. Welcome to today's broadcast of Gangsta Talk. Building the bottom 99/90%. So what's that all about, Max? Well, you know, I came up with this concept because I'm sick to my stomach. I'm just tired of seeing so many black traders, so many black Sambos, so many black people who practice all of the content of the meritorious manumission. So many black people who are sellouts. I'm just sick and tired of so many black people who are enemies to black people. You know, we have to understand what an enemy really is. You see, many of us have been taught that an enemy is somebody that we can see coming towards us with a baseball bat or a gun, you know, with a mean mug face with some real ill intentions, right? A lot of times that's really not an enemy. You know, an enemy is someone that does not want anything good for you. They want the worst for you. They're always looking to hurt you in some kind of way. And these people can be very pleasant. They can be male or female. They can be very nice. They can be charismatic. They can be charming. They can be articulate. They can be intelligent, but be the most evil you've ever come across in your life. See, one thing I've noticed in my 53 years on this earth, right, is that there are more evil people in the world than there is good people. The evil people outnumber the good people. And even so, there's more evil people who are extremely smart than there is good people who are extremely smart. So they got the good people beat in those categories, you know. And a lot of these evil, smart people, they sit right here on social media. And what they do is they feed you a load of BS with every intention on ciphering all of your hard-earned money from you while giving you absolutely nothing in return. And then they turn around and they berate you. They talk down to you. They call you savages. They call you animals. For the last week, I've watched one YouTuber, black YouTuber after another, constantly talk about the 1% and the top 10%. That's all they care about. They want you to get into the top 1% and the top 10%. Understand, these people are some of the most black-hearted, non-caring people you can come across. But they come across as nice. Some of them have large followings. Some of them you love and hold dear. You have no idea how evil they are. Because they have you in a spell. They've already worked your mind. You see, they understand that the biggest problem with black people is mental conditioning. And they use that to their advantage. They exploit that weakness that we have, our mental conditioning. They don't seek to break it. They don't seek to try to help you get out of that vicious mental cycle that you're in that's kind of destructive to you. They're not interested in that. They're interested in making money off you. They don't see you no different than a white man sees you. They don't see you no different than the Ku Klux Klan see you. They're here to make money off you too. They have no compassion for us. But yet I don't say we, I don't do it anymore, but yet you support these people. And then they turn around and they insult your intelligence. They think you're animals. They say that you don't have any class. While they brag and boast about knowing people or rubbing elbows with people in the top 10%, the top 1%, and basically stick their tongue out at you and call you all kinds of names and saying that you'll never achieve this. You'll never get this high in life. You'll never be able to walk around in a mink coat or rub elbows with the top 10%. And they call you stupid and they call you other kinds of names. And they view you as savages and animals, and then they attack anything that you try to achieve, just like racist white people. They're almost identical to racist white people, except they have melanin in their skin. Seriously, if you heard some of them in a room having a conversation with white people and you did not see anyone, you would swear every voice you heard in there belonged to a racist white person. Now, you have those who talk about the top 1%. But they say nothing about the bottom 99%, which is where many of us fall into, right? The bottom 99%. And then the top 10%, which means the rest of us fall into the bottom 90%. So my concept is this. We need to start building up the bottom 99/90% and show these arrogant Sambos that we don't need them. We don't need their kind. And that we aren't stupid and we're not savages and we're not animals and we can think and we can do for ourselves. I mean the absolute nerve of some of these people on these podcasts is insane. The way they talk down to black people while they're boosting themselves up as some kind of starlet or some kind of, supernova. I mean, the narcissism, the arrogance is just unbelievable. Cold-blooded people. These people are cold-blooded. They have no regard for you, your children. And you support them. Many of you support them. You go to their channels. And you have no idea how evil they are because you don't listen. Because they know how to manipulate you. Because they understand that what's wrong with you is your mental conditioning. And so they know how to manipulate that. So you can't see how evil they are. Even when they're talking down to you right in your face, you still don't see or hear it. Because they've already gotten into your head. These people care nothing for your lives. They spend most of their time talking about how insignificant your life really is. So it's about time the bottom 99/90% start working together. You see, it's one thing to search for millionaires. I heard a few of them talking about they know millionaires, they know this, billionaires, trillionaires. Okay. And it's one thing to search for millionaires. There's another to actually build them and know how to build millionaires. That's what we want to learn together here at the E Nation. We want to learn how to build millionaires. See, everybody that comes in this chat that I know that supports the E Nation, I want to know how to make all of you millionaires. Wouldn't you guys like that? Somebody who actually teaching you, someone who's not putting you down, someone who doesn't think that you're something beneath their shoes, who happen to have the same color skin as you, helping you build real wealth. Well, there's certain ways we can go about doing it. There's a couple of professions that's overlooked by black people. I call them nation building professions, such as carpentry, brick masonry, Also, we have to get into the production market. We have to learn how to produce certain products. We have to learn how to work with raw materials. You have Chinese people walking around here getting billions of dollars off of plastic spoons and plastic forks. These are simple. Some of the most powerful things I've seen in this world are simplistic in nature. Simplistic in nature. How simple is a plastic spoon or a plastic fork or a plastic knife? When you look at it, you wouldn't think that it generates billions of dollars, do you, right? Because it's very simplistic in design. It's very simplistic in its use, but it generates billions of dollars. A paper, a paper plate, simplistic in design, simplistic in its use, but generates billions of dollars. Some of the most powerful things I've seen in this whole world in my travels are very simplistic in nature. And some of the most complicated things I've seen was absolute failures. But let's go on with this here, right? One thing we need to start doing. Now, some of you might disagree with me because you hear this all the time. And what I'm trying to tell you, the reason why you hear this is because it's mental conditioning. And it's designed to keep you powerless. It's designed to keep your focus broken. It's designed to keep you non-productive. What is the term I'm talking about? Black businesses. How many people you hear, we need to start black businesses, we need to start black businesses, we need to start black businesses. Well, I'm here to tell you that that type of thinking holds you back. It holds you back. I know you don't think of it that way, but I'm telling you, it holds you back. It's designed to keep you non-productive. If you're going to start black businesses, what kind of businesses are you going to start? You don't produce any products. If you want to have a serious business, you need to know how to either do something very well that everybody needs, or you have to produce something. You don't just start a black business because you're black. What are you going to do? Sell hot dogs, t-shirt? What are you going to do? They say, well, many businesses, black businesses, don't last because the reason why a lot of those businesses don't last because those businesses don't make any sense. That's why they don't last. Now here it is. You need to get out of that black business stuff. I'm not saying you can't stay pro-black, but you need to erase that from your mind. Stop thinking like that. People in the real business world that make big money with their businesses, they're colorblind. I know that sounds crazy, right? With all of these racist hiring practices. No. The only color in business that matters is green. They can care less about anything else. Chinese people have businesses, thriving businesses, right? They're racist, but they will do business with you if it's profitable. Same thing with whites and any other race of people on this planet that has businesses. If it's profitable, they will do business with you. They don't give a fuck about what color you are. They don't give a damn what color your business is. All they care about is profit. They care about that green. They don't give a fuck about the color of your skin. They don't care anything about the color of your business. Your business can be black, green, yellow, gold, red. They don't give a shit. The only thing they care about is what's coming out of your business that's profitable for them and can make them the most green. Green is the color that you need to be thinking about when you start a business, not black. Stop thinking black. Stop thinking white. Stop thinking Hindu, Chinese, or anything else. Think green. They damn sure do, Hassan. You gotta think green. And what kills me is a lot of these people say they have degrees, right? But won't help their people. They'd rather shit on their people and see their people suffer because they feel that they somehow made it. These people are arrogant to no end. They are cold-blooded and black-hearted to no end. They care nothing for us. They're only here to exploit us like everyone else who hates us. Such a person is an absolute traitor and an enemy to us. The problem is you have to learn how to recognize them. A lot of them, you know, you come off very sweet, very gentle, and you swear that they're on your side and they're not. All you have to do is sit here and listen. I sat here for a whole week and listened to one turncoat after another. And the arrogance of some of them made me sick to physically sick to my stomach. How they sit up there and talk about being a part of the 1% and talk about the rest of us like we're lowly creatures that are insignificant and have no right to exist. I'm not exaggerating. We have no right to exist, and we should be grateful. We should be grateful for having nothing. And these are black people talking this way. And like I said, a lot of them you support, a lot of them you send cash apps. And they think the lowest of us, they think the lowest of them all about us. Some of the worst people I've come across here on social media that were against black people have been other black people. Now we know what the issue is, right? We are the bottom 99/90%. Who said that we can't rise? I didn't get that memo. Who said that we have to sit here and be a whipping boy or a whipping girl for these arrogant pricks who look down on us and just want to exploit us because they feel that they're more educated than we are. They have bigger houses than we do. They rub elbows with rich nerds. And how dare us even think that we are worth anything other than nothing? How dare us think anything other than ourselves but nothing? We should be happy and we should be enthused about walking around here thinking nothing of ourselves. And we're supposed to sit tight while we are berated and belittled. Exploited. For the top 10% or not even the top 10%, but those who know people in the top 10% and top 1%, we are here for their amusement. So here at the E Nation, we look to change a lot of things. People think we're crazy because we're small and we don't have much support. But what we have is ambition. We have an iron will, and we are determined. And we have a hell of a lot of want-to. So at the E Nation, we intend to embark on a project that will build the bottom 99/90% into a top tier class of people that will be held to contend with. See, one thing I've learned in life, you can brag all you want. You can look down on as many people as you want. But one of the biggest mistakes you can make as a person is to underestimate the human spirit. Oh man, that could be the last mistake you ever make in your life. You have no idea what a person can achieve once he or she understands how to believe in his or herself and tap into that spiritual power. I've seen it in action. It's real. And so as I've been watching and listening to these arrogant pricks, I couldn't, I sat and I thought, I said, damn, what's worse? The fact that what they're saying or the fact that they're actually black? Shit, I couldn't make my mind up. But we are going to attempt to build up to 99/90%. We have ideas. We're getting ready to launch MTech next year, which will be a technological channel where we will teach our brothers and sisters certain skills that they keep away from you in these big schools. We know how to code too. We understand programming languages too. Okay? Like I said, underestimating the human spirit is a huge mistake. And only an arrogant fool wouldn't believe that. So there's things we want to do. We also want to bring in nation building skills. Now, I'm not against people using certain things as stepping stones to build themselves up. Like some of you brothers work in warehousing, right? You get your forklift license or your high-low license. That's cool to keep some bread coming in. But you don't want to stop there. Brothers, you really need to be going after that carpentry, that brick masonry, that welding, that electricity, that architecture. You need to be going after these things. These things build nations. These skills are always in demand. You can write your own ticket when you master any one of these skills. And with these skills, you can build real wealth. Residual wealth. Wealth that just keeps on growing. And so we also need to start getting into, as black people, we're going to start putting some things up about raw materials and putting out information with people who know how to work with raw materials. We have to start getting into the production part of things. We have to in different kinds of fabrics, learning how to turn hides into fabrics and materials, learning how to operate machinery with molds that will allow us to make plates and this and that, things like silverware. We have to start getting into the production part of things. We do that, we can build our own little industry. See, not going to sit here and talk down to you like I don't care about you or I don't give a damn about your life. I can't get down like, I will never understand narcissists and people who are full of themselves. I have too much compassion. I'm too much of a compassionate person. My mother instilled that in me. I get that from my mother, my pops. I care about other people. I'm not sure why I'm like that, but that is who I am. So I can't really, my mom doesn't, I can't figure out how people are so screwed up to the point where you really have the gall to believe that someone else's life is insignificant because you said so. And you really think that you have the right to talk down to people and berate people and belittle people and shame people and hurt people simply because you have a better education. Who told these people that? Where did these people get this shit from? Where the fuck do they get this shit from? Who the fuck told you because you wear a mink coat, you rub elbows with a few geeks in Silicon Valley, and you know a millionaire or two, that you get to talk down to people? That you get to hurt other people's feelings, you get to shame other people, you get to make people feel bad about themselves. You get to talk about where people come from because they may not have the best things. They may come from poverty, depending on what their mother and father could provide or couldn't provide. A lot of kids are in situations they can't help. A lot of kids grow up in poverty due to no fault of their own. But should we just throw them away? Should we just say, okay, well, you know what? These are little nigglets and they don't mean nothing to anyone. Let's just disregard them. Some of the black women I heard on here sound no different than Margaret Singer. And some of the niggas I heard on here sound no different than the racist KKK Grand Dragon. I mean, the absolute arrogance and the nerve of some of these niggas and negresses. We are supposed to be your people. They've decided that we're not their people. We are playthings for their amusement. That's what our lives mean to them. We are playthings for their amusement. Our lives mean absolutely nothing. And because some of us come from impoverished backgrounds, that makes it even worse. Who are we to even think good of ourselves? And then they tell you this bullshit rhetoric, right? Listen, I'm trying to tell you, man, these intellectual phonies, you have to listen to what they say. They tell you, they put things in front of you that is impossible for you to reach from your current condition. Excuse me. They put all these people in front of you that have millions and millions of dollars and all these big time achievements, right? But what they don't tell you is the steps that these people took to get to where they are today and the blood, sweat, and tears that they put in. They leave that out. And they leave the picture because they want that picture to look impossible. Because they're not really trying to provide you anything. They don't care. They just want to show time in front of you and make you feel less than and make you feel insignificant. This is what makes them feel good. This is how they get their rocks off. I think some dudes on here are masturbating when they are shaming, berating, belittling, talking down, and trying to hurt other people. And I believe some women are playing with their vaginas when they are doing the same. I really do now seriously believe a lot of these people are getting off behind the scenes from hurting other people, embarrassing other people, especially black people, and shaming black people. Well, we can become elite. You see, white people aren't the only people that can be elite. We can become elite. Elite is something you can create. That's not something that's out of your reach, Briggs or Marsha or anybody else in this chat. Elitism isn't out of your reach. You can build yourself into an elite. But my thing is that we get berated so much to the point where we welcome it. And you know what? We become people who are liking abuse. I really don't want to say Stockholm syndrome, but we love the abuse. Yeah, you can make yourself elite. What the hell is an elite, right? All you do is just keep improving on yourself as a person, keep improving on your stance in life, keep building. You can build yourself into an elite lifestyle. That's it. It's hard work and dedication. I said sometimes the difference between us and a millionaire is hard work and dedication. And a lot of people just want to show time. A lot of these niggas just want to show time and just want to sound like, they talk in like name brand conversations, right? They want to talk about all of the cool shit, but don't want to talk about the gritty sweat shit that needs to be done to get to the cool shit, because they don't care about the bottom 99/90%. Well, I do, because I'm in that 99/90%, even though I make six figures, right? I'm still in that 99 point, slash 90%. Now, does it mean I hate people in the top 10% or the top 1%? No, I don't even know anybody in that range. But even if I had the opportunity, I really wouldn't be interested, because money don't drive me like that. I'm a creator. I'm a builder. I like building things. I like creating things. That's what gets me. Just so happens some of the things I create make money for me. I'm a builder, man. I'm working on becoming a master builder. I love building things. Okay. So we're building this network, and we want to start talking to you, our people. We're going to start putting things in this network that's going to be open to you, so you can learn, so you can improve, and you can achieve and build wealth. We're not putting out no phony ass pamphlets. We're not going to charge you $130 for a class or $1,000 for some bullshit ass class. Who the fuck has a business class with okay. I don't want to say his name. The motherfucker got a business class with an early bird special. Where they do that at? Who the fuck has a business class that they selling with an early bird special? People think it's fucking crazy, right? When you actually want to help your people. But hey, man, I'm getting ready to help some of my people learn Python programming. Yeah, how much you charging them? Well, I'm not charging them anything. You crazy? Man, you stupid. Let me tell you something. You can get insulted more, right, by being kind than you can by being evil. When you're evil, people congratulate you, man. You get compliments and shit. Hey, man, that's a cool looking evil hairdo, bro. Yeah, man, that evil hairline is tight. Nigga, you're looking like a devil. That's what's up. But be kind to somebody. Oh, you stupid motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ain't nothing in life is free, you dumbass bitch. You get called every goddamn rotten fucking name that a person can think of if you want to be kind to another person. But when you want to shit on somebody, you get complimented. and you even get defended. You end up getting allies you don't even know you had. But let you be kind to somebody, and it works in the reverse. You end up with enemies you never knew you had. I mean, I gave this homeless dude $20, right? He out there begging, he dirty, whatever. Get a brother $20. Had somebody with me, what you giving that $20 for? Well, he was hungry, man. But he just gonna spend that money on some drugs. How the fuck you know that? Don't you hate that? You can't even do shit with your own money in front of other people, especially black folk. You can't do shit with your own money in front of some black folk. You give a homeless person $20, what you give him that for? I wouldn't have gave him nothing. If he wanted me, I would have went and bought him the meal. Well, I didn't want to walk over there and give him no damn meal. I just gave him $20. You should have gave it to him. You just enabling him. He gonna go get drugs. He gonna go buy liquor. Well, that's his fucking problem. What the fuck you want me to do? Look, people, if a person is begging for change or they homeless, they want something to eat, and I give them $20, and you think that they're gonna go smoke drugs and buy beers, what the fuck do you want me to do? Go get the $20 back? I don't fucking get, like, what the fuck you want people to do? Okay, listen, an act of kindness is an act of kindness. Listen, I did my part. The brother needed something to eat, you did your part. The person needed something to eat, you gave him money in good faith. It's out of your hands now. Now, if that person want to go smoke or drink, whatever, that's on them. Why niggas got to be in your face? Oh, you dumbass. You should have did that. I wouldn't have done it. If he wanted the meal, you should have went and bought the meal for him. Motherfuckers is always counting your money that you work for, and you can't even use it in front of a lot of motherfuckers. Because if you do, you don't lose it the way they want you to use it. It's going to be some shit between you and that person. Why you had to give that person a $20 bill? Why couldn't you just give him $2? I mean, I gave a pregnant woman, because I love doing this, y'all. So I love my black women so much. And I always said to y'all, right, that one of the most beautiful things in society to me is to see a black woman with child. The most beautiful sight I'll ever see with these eyes until the day I go to my grave. And every time I see that, I'll always try to help. It don't matter if she ain't my blood sister. It don't matter if I don't know her. I don't give a shit about none of that. I just feel compelled to go and try to help. I say, hey, sister, how you doing? Tell her my name. Whatever I got in my pocket, $20, $30 here. This is for the baby. I just love doing that. Y'all should try doing that sometimes, man. It's a great feeling. It can become addictive because you give her that hard-earned money and she's with child, and the look in her eyes when she's so grateful, it warms the spirit, bro. Man, I come away sometimes feeling 10, 15 feet tall. Sometimes I don't come down off the high until the next day. It's just a beautiful feeling, man. I just can't, I'm addicted to it. I just love doing that. I see a pregnant black woman. If I got, if I ain't even got no change, I will go to the ATM machine and pull out some money and give it to her because I want to help that baby. I want to be a part of helping that baby. When that baby gets here, I want to be a part of helping that baby get supplies that it needs, whether it be Pampers, whatever. I don't care if she doesn't do it with the money. What's in my heart and what's in my mind is why I gave the money, right? I don't let people stop me from doing things because they wouldn't do it with the money that they got. I don't give a shit about none of that. But I just love doing that, man. It's a wonderful feeling. It gives you goosebumps, man. You feel all warm inside. You know, I be walking around like a giant, dude. Feeling great all day. And you know, and for that day, because I got such a feeling inside my heart, right? Nothing can bother me for the rest of the day. I don't give a fuck. You can go fall off, man. You can go fucking knock my goddamn window out of my car. I'll just wait till the next day to react. Say, hey, Max, somebody blew your window out. Okay, no problem. I'll take care of it tomorrow. Feeling too good right now. Yeah, brothers, don't take my word for it. Try it. When you see a pregnant black woman, man, reach out to her. Dig into your pocket to help that baby. $5, $10, $20, $30. Help that woman out. And watch how it makes you feel. And you're going to be like, damn, Max was right. This shit feels good. This shit feels crazy. I can feel it running through my blood, man. I can feel it running through my veins. I can feel it running through my heart. Don't take my word for it. Try it, dude. It's addictive. Oh, I'm sorry. I digress. What were we talking about? Yeah, let's get back to the building the bottom 99/90%. Now, how do we build that up? Well, we start with the little things first. We need to get some skills that are in high demand, carpentry. And these are things that we're going to start preaching here at the E Nation. We're even going to bring some people on. I know a few people that can teach carpentry. Okay? We want to get some welders. I don't know if you can teach this stuff online, but we're going to do our best to try to get people skills. I know, Briggs, isn't it, man? Especially when you have a pregnant black woman. Oh my God, man! It runs through you, and it just stays with you, man. It's like a guardian spirit that walks around with you all day. You feel like 10 to 15 feet tall. You still got that woman's smile in your mind when you gave her that money to help out her baby and just say, "Hey, this is for the baby." And the look that came over her, the smile that came over her, it just stays in your mind, man. You can't buy, dude. Man, I wouldn't trade that kind of happiness for nothing in the world. That's why I keep doing it. I'm addicted to it. I can't get enough of it. Oh, you SYSBM niggas and man, I hope you heard that, and I hope you don't like it. As a matter of fact, I hope it makes you sick. I hope you throw the fuck up because I know you hate women. I know you hate black women. So I hope what I said makes you fucking throw up. So so now I'm a technological dude. Like a lot of people don't realize I'm a technical nerd. Okay, I keep it to myself though. I don't sound like a technical nerd, right? Well, what is a technical nerd supposed to sound like? It's supposed to sound all geeky and dorky, and I'm supposed to speak in binary code and machine language and stuff like that. No, not all of us talk like that. Some of us like to just think in our mind. I'm one of them inside thinkers when it comes down to technology. So when I launch MTech, right, we're going to start teaching a lot of stuff. We're going to have people on MTech teaching things like Python. We want to try to get a couple of quantum physics people. There's some other things that we want to do too. Building PCs, building servers, you know. And you guys can learn this stuff. Real hard-hitting stuff, cutting-edge stuff. Real skills that you can take into the world and start building wealth for yourself. Okay? And we're not looking to charge anybody anything. We're not charging you no 129, no early bird special. We just want to work with our people and build a powerful coalition of Black people with like minds working together to rebuild this nation, to build ourselves up, to make ourselves elite. And show people that they should have never looked down on us. They should have never tossed us aside. They should have never forgot about us. They should have never left us for dead. Because when we start working together, us 99/90 bottom, at the bottom, when we start working together little by little and start growing our groups, we're going to make them reap the day that they looked down on us and called us savages and thought that our lives were insignificant because of who we are and where we come from. So that's what we aim to do here. That's what the E Nation all about. We call ourselves earthen people because we are of the earth. Our melanated skin is an earthly blessing. Somewhere in this world, whatever shade of melanin is right, you have. Somewhere in this world, you know, one thing about the Black woman, this colorism thing, light skin, brown skin, dark skin. Okay. The problem I have with colorism is that the Black men engage in colorism continue to help our sisters stay divided and continue to push having our sisters turn against one or the other, simply because one is a different shade than the other. Instead of Black men being the Black men we're supposed to be as leaders and caretakers of our community and our people, we should be stopping colorism. See, the Black woman is a very unique woman. She doesn't come in just one shade. She comes in several shades. And no one shade is superior over the other. But all of those shades are equally as beautiful. So brothers, to fight colorism that's hurting our sisters, don't treat a light-skinned sister any different than you treat a dark-skinned sister or a brown-skinned sister. Whether the Black woman is brown-skinned, light-skinned, dark-skinned, the only thing that should matter to you is that she's Black. That's it. That she's a Black woman. Let's go forward with that in mind and start treating the Black woman like a Black woman in all her shades. Because she's equally as beautiful in all her shades. The only thing that matters, whether the Black woman is light, brown, or dark, the only thing that matters to us as Black men is that she's a Black woman. That should be the only thing that matters. And understand, She comes in different shades. But she's still a beautiful black woman, whether she is light, brown, or dark. We have to start showing love to our women. We have to start getting involved in the love department. We have to start making our women feel special. We have to start doing little things again to make them smile. Little things that make them want to be around us. Little things that make them can't wait to see us again. You know, you know how cool it is sometimes to make an older woman feel like she's a little girl again? She gets so happy and she jumping around like she like a surprised little girl. Let's start bringing stuff like that back. Let's start exploring things and taking our women around and having conversations. Let's go back to the long walks in the park, holding hands, having conversation. Doing the simple things like sitting on the bench, watching the kids play while you're drinking some iced tea with your arm around your lady. Always keep your lady close to you. Always keep her protected. You understand? We have to combat this hate. The best way to defeat this hatred for our women is to turn up the love on our women. And then we will defeat this hatred. But the love has to be real. It has to be genuine love. It just can't be hearsay. Like I said, start doing things. Start doing things that when you see a black woman struggling, help. When you see a pregnant black woman, go and give her something for the baby. You don't have to know her. Treat her like she's your sister anyway. A people that cares about each other grow into a mighty people. When you do not care about each other, you grow weaker. And then you can be infiltrated, picked apart, turned against each other. But when you care about each other, when you love each other and you care about each other, you build a strong bond that is almost impossible for anyone to break. It'd be hard to turn one against the other, nearly impossible. A people that care about each other and love each other is a mighty people. They grow into a mighty people. Yeah, for those of you who still got mobility. It could be a long walk, you know? Let's go back to the old school things, fellas. Let's start bringing our women back to the time where black men actually loved black women. I come from such a time. Now, I'm not saying that the time that I come from is perfect. We had some knuckleheads back then too, but nothing like what you see today. But there were more black men that love black women than they are out here today. So let's go back. Let's take our sisters back in time to where black men loved black women, where black men protected black women. Let's bring that. Let's go back and get that time and bring it all the way up here in the future, into the present time. And us 99/90%, we're at the bottom. It's time to start building ourselves up. I'm sick and tired of this 10%, 1% talk shit by these phony ass sellouts. I'm sick of it. Like that's something we're supposed to strive. Like That's the only thing that matters, that we should strive to be in the top 10% and the top 1%. Well, if we get into the top 10%, it won't be the top 10% anymore, right? But that's what we should strive for. Let's put everything else down. Let's stop living our lives a certain way. We should only live our lives to become a part of that elite top 10%. You don't need to be in the top 10% to be elite. Who created the elite? Men created the elite. This is a man-made construct. It's not anything really important in the grand scheme of things. It's only important when you look at life from a superficial view. When you look at life from superficial views, status, money, a non-human view. I wouldn't say non-human. Maybe that's different. I wouldn't say non-human. But when you look at life, you take the human element out of it. It's just about status. It's about money, fast cars, diamonds, furs, minks, right? That's when elite really matters. When you're in that kind of world, where nobody gives a fuck about each other, it's all cutthroat. It's about how much money you got and how much status you got. It's not for warm, loving people. It's not for people who care about other people. It's not for those kinds of people. Elitism is for the superficial and those who don't have that have much regard for people who are beneath them. That's what elitism is. Now they're going to tell you something different, right? Because again, they want to keep you beneath them. They want to keep you thinking the way they want you to think. They don't want nobody to tell you the truth about elitism, because they want to stay significant when it comes down to counting people amongst the elite, right? So they don't want to lose your attention. They don't want to lose your participation in being beneath them. So of course they're going to push back. No, that's not what elitism is. Elitism, it's a bunch of narcissistic, disregard for life, European BS. You know, I noticed something about people who go and they get educated into Western institutions of higher learning. They go in one way and come out another way. And I don't mean that they go in smart and come out smarter, or they go in dumb and come out smart. I don't mean that. They go in one way, right, morally, and come out, right, without any morals. I know there's people who graduated institutions of higher learning that are ran by white people. These people are very arrogant. They separate themselves from what they call lower class people. They start to talk down to people. It's like they lose their humanity every time they open up their mouth. They lose more and more of their humanity. They care nothing for human existence anymore, because according to them, they've reached a certain plateau, right? They've been educated by the super elite, right? And so they feel that they are above you. They come out with this fucked up attitude. You can take a person that grew up with you, right? And y'all was buddy, y'all had nicknames for each other, y'all laughed or whatever. Then that person goes off to a 4-year institution, white institution of higher learning, and comes back and start talking to you like you're crazy. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Oh, you're such this, you're such that. You're such a bore. He start insulting you and shit. Start talking down to you. I see this a lot. People going one way and come out another. It's kind of like going to jail. Some of you going straight and come out gay. Now, I'm not saying all institutes of higher learning are this way. I'm talking about most European ones. You know, a lot of times you go to these institutions, you pay with your humanity. You go in with your humanity and you leave without it. Man, fuck being elite. People don't get. Let me explain something to you. When you care about this shit and you feed into it, you give it power. And you give the people who believe in this bullshit power over you. Fuck that elite shit. You're much more than that. You're better than that. Don't let nobody label you or put you in some kind of. We talked about this the other day about a ranking system. Don't let nobody rate or rank your life or put you in the status that they want to put you in because they feel that that's the way they can deal with you or they can relate to you. Fuck them. If they can't relate to you the way you are, fuck them. Keep it moving. You want to be around real people, people who can relate to you for just who you are. Fuck all these fucking prissy, fucking stuffed shirts, prissy assholes who got their skirt up their ass or their fucking shirt down their goddamn throat. Fuck them. Don't feed into that shit. That shit only works on you when you feed into it, when you give it power, when you give a damn about it. And then you have them come online and they rub it in. Oh, well, the elite does this. The elite has a big old house on the hill. The elite got a mansion that's 35 fucking blocks long. You know, the elite ride around in fucking limousines that stretch for 3 blocks. That's all you hear is a bunch of superficial shit. If you listen to these people, all you hear is superficial shit because these people are incapable of compassion. They have no compassion anymore. They are black-hearted. This is not who you want to be. You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to be a person that's walking around here black-hearted, unable to feel for another human being or have compassion. You'll never understand life that way. You only see things from a very, very superficial, narrow point of view. And then when people come at you, you know what, you're fucked up. Oh, you're such a hater. No, you're fucked up. That's how people get out of being fucked up now. If they're fucked up, you can't tell them that they're fucked up because if you tell them that they fucked up, they're going to say you are a hater. That's their get out of fucked up free card. Get out of fucked up free card. They go, you an asshole. Oh, you a hater. That's their get out of asshole free card. And you know what? You're a piece of shit, really. Oh, you're nothing but a hater. That's their get out of you're a piece of shit free card. So the term hater has given the people the power to be as fucked up as they want, to be the most gigantic human pieces of shit that they can possibly be, the most arrogant, the biggest colossal asshole, the rudest, And they can be all of these things with impunity because they have that get out of fucked up free card called haterade, hating. So if you catch them fucking stealing money, if you catch one of your snoopy ass accountants stealing money from your accounts, say, hey man, you fucking thief, why you stealing money from my account? Oh, you're a hater because I'm just that good. So you're not supposed to put your foot in his or her ass because you're a hater. That's coming next. People are going to be, these elites are going to be robbing you. And when you go and say, hey, you thief, they're going to tell you you are a hater. Oh yeah, Afro Sheen. A lot of black people have sold out, but not all of us though. You know, we're not going to turn on our people because we got a few. We have a contingent of fucking losers. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to leave them in the dust, and we're going to change the narrative, right, and work on breaking the conditioning, the negative conditioning of our mind, and replace it with something that's going to allow us to progress. That's what we're working on here at the E Nation. See, we are earthen people. You are my earthen people. The earthen nation is you, me, Dame, Hassan, Afro Sheen, Melody the Misfit. We are the earthen people. This is our fucking planet. Our skin tells you that. You want to know who the fuck this planet belongs to? Just look at the people with the melanated skin. That tells you right there who the fuck it belongs to. Now, of course, we can't just talk. We have to be about it. We have to start building, right? You know that old saying, a journey begins with but a step. We have MTech coming up. Where we're going to be teaching. We're going to be working on some things here. All of you guys are welcome to anything that we have. Nothing will be held from you. Anything that we have to give and teach that will help will not be held from you, and you will never be charged for it. Because we are seriously trying to build something here. And you can't build something real by scamming people. Well, you can make a profit for yourself and be a piece of shit and not give a fuck because you got the money to make you feel better. But you can't build no real coalition of black people that's going to work together and become bonded with each other and have each other's back and become some of the most successful people this world has ever seen. You can't build that by scamming people. You have to be real about what you're trying to do. You have to be honest about what you want to do. And you have to put up first. We're willing to put it up there. We're willing to put it out there. So, okay, here, black people. Here, Hassan. Here, Afro Sheen. Here, Melody the Misfit. These are the things that we said that we was going to share with our people. Here they are right here. This is what we can do. I know this is not the kind of stream that people want, you know. You know, they like when I get up here and shit on the sissy bims and all that. I get all that. We'll get back to that because I hate them motherfuckers. Okay? We'll get back to that. But right now, I want to share some real shit with my peoples. Some things that I want to do with my people. Some positive things. I want to help some of y'all. I want to help all of y'all. I want us to help each other. I want us to grow together and build something together. Oh, yeah, they're coming, Hassan. You ask anybody that know me. I don't play games, bro. I'm a man of my word. They coming. They're in the works right now as we speak. You will be seeing them as early as next year, early next year. I've been working on MTech for a while. The MTech channel is almost ready to launch. Now, well, it stops here, Afro Sheen. There's no genocide here. You know, we're going to build each other up. We're going to grow. We got technology that we need to get into. We got things that we want to do. We got information that's going to help. They want to genocide each other. Fuck them. They can do that shit over there. Okay? They can do that shit over there. Now, you see this fool right here, Steven Sitchell with the WAP? Now, that's the person, right? Whenever you are talking to your people about helping them, they always send somebody in to try to distract the people so you don't get that knowledge, or it breaks up that communication. So you can walk away not thinking about it. The only thing you'll think about is that this fool came in here and interrupted. And you forget all of the stuff that we shared. Okay? Now, what you have to do, the way you deal with that, is that you practice ignoring this fool. Don't block him. Let him sit there. Because we need to start building up our mental conditioning. We need to start becoming mentally tough. And Steve will give us some good mental reps. Right? Just ignore him. Practice ignoring him. That'll build up your mental toughness. And continue to talk, continue the positive conversation as if he isn't even here. Because he's good mental practice. It's good mental practice. Help you build up mental toughness. This is how you strike fear in the heart of your enemies. Because when they send things at you, and they see that they don't affect you at all. You don't flinch. You don't budge. You don't crack a smile. You don't move. Nothing happens. See, it strikes fear in the heart of your enemies when they see that the things that they try on you don't work. Okay? So let him say whatever he wants. You ignore him. This is the only troll we're going to allow to stay in here unharmed because we want to use him for mental practice. The rest of the trolls, we smoke on sight because we don't want no garbage in here. But we're going to let him stay in here because we're going to use him for mental practice. We're going to practice ignoring this fool. And don't let him break your focus, because that's what he's been sent in here for. Because we're talking about some positive shit, okay? We're talking about helping our pregnant women. We're talking about getting MTech together in here, learning things together. We're talking about some real shit, right? And then boom, here come this nigga, right? Like clockwork. They do it to every black channel. As soon as you start talking about something worthwhile, they send one of these fucking brought niggas in here to break your focus. Okay? No, don't fuck with them. Don't block them. Don't even play with them. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. We have to stop being distracted by fools like this. The only way to build up mental toughness is to ignore these fools. Don't let them bother you. Don't let them get into your mental psyche. Exactly. Don't even acknowledge him. See him there and act like he's not there. Send a message loud and clear that this kind of foolishness does not bother you. You're stronger than that. And they do this to every black channel that's talking about something worthwhile. They send one of these goddamn coons, one of they brought niggas, they send him in here to try to break your focus. So ignore him. Let's get back to what we was talking about. Now also we got to get the protection game up too, brothers. Okay? And brothers, we got to start pushing back against these fools. I know it's just social media. And I know many of us want to put our hands on people. But let's just face it, these coons ain't going to show up in no real life. We can't put our hands on. So the best we can do here with them on social media, we got to start firing back. We got to start speaking up for our black women. Not enough of us are speaking up. Not enough of us is fighting back. I know there's more of us out there than just me, Chaz, and and a couple other brothers. There's more out here than just me, Chaz, Hassan Burton, Emmanuel Briggs, Kendall, Rozzy. There's more than that. We got to start stepping up. We got to start stepping up. We got to start getting in. We got to start shielding our sisters. Online and offline. Remember, I said to you guys a while back, let's start the protection program. There are little things that you can do now to start protecting black women. Little things like if you're out at the mall, you got extra time, hang out for a few minutes, watch the place. You see some sisters walking by themselves, make sure they get back to their cars all right. You see a sister struggling, ask from a distance if you can help. Keep an eye out. These are simple things that you can do right now. Okay? We'll get to step 2 when we first start doing step 1. We gotta do step 1 first. These little simple things. And I would love to start hearing stories of you brothers coming in here and tell me how many women you protected that day, or how many sisters you protected that week, how many sisters and children did you look out for. We would love to hear those stories. I want to hear some brothers come in here talking about, hey, you know what? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I looked out for this sister, that sister. I stood out, made sure these sisters got home okay. Let's start hearing some of these stories, fellas. And remember the thing I said about the pregnant black woman? Remember that? How good that shit feels? Don't take my word from it, my brothers. Try it. See a pregnant black woman, man? Go in your pocket, give her something for the baby. And watch how good you feel. It's a powerful feeling, man. It runs all through your body like lightning. You feel like a giant walking around. I know I do. Because I know I just did something to help that baby. You understand what I'm saying? And since we are the 99/90%, then let's get together and start building. Let's start working with each other. A little bit at a time. You see, you lose focus and you lose sight of your ambition when you try to take on something too much, more than you can handle. which is the aim of a lot of these people. They always try to tell you things that are out of your reach. They want you to focus on things that are out of your reach. So you'll give up easy, so you'll get discouraged, so you won't try. They just want you to quit because they want to make money off of you. I'm talking about black people. I ain't talking about white folks. Nowadays, a lot of these black folks are worse than whites. I mean, I ain't never had no white person tell me that nigga die slow. You know how many black folks I done heard that from? Nigga die slow. Damn, really? It's got to be slow? Shit. But anyway, yeah, so, we want to start doing things here for our peoples at the network. We want to make this a fun network. We want to make this a fun nation to be a part of. Eventually, we want to grow our Discord. But eventually, we're going to have all y'all on our Discord, kicking it, working on some projects, making money in real life. This is our goal. We're not on here just talking. We're trying to bring something real into fruition. So with that being said, I'm at the end of my rant. Let me see if my co-host is up. She might be asleep. Dame, are you there? Okay, she's asleep. Yeah, Auntie. Well, actually, I think it's no longer a competition. I think they are more wicked than white folks. Some white folks. Some of these dudes, some of these black people are some of the most evil people I've ever seen. But we're not going to worry about that. Well, Melody Misfit, I never looked at it as being a good Samaritan. I just looked at it as, just wanting to help a pregnant black woman. Just a strong desire to do that. I never thought about being a good Samaritan or anything. It's just a strong desire in my heart to do that. Whenever I see a pregnant black woman, I just want to help. And think about it, I don't even know how that started. It just started one day. It hasn't stopped since. Yeah, they doing a good job, man. These niggas, man, talking crazy, talking real greasy about black women. And you know what? These male hen houses. For those who don't know for those who didn't see our podcast the other day on ninjas resting in their femininity, we talked about the male hen houses. Okay, they are panels with 4, 5, 6, 7, even 8 guys on the panel at one time. Those are male hen houses. Those are male cackling hens. And if a woman goes up there into that male hen house, they're all going to converge on her because she's an actual real hen. And they want to get her out of there and make her less appealing for a rooster when the roosters show up. See, these male hens, they want to try to mate with the rooster. So when a real hen shows up, she's evil automatically, right? Because she's the natural mate of the rooster. So they want to mate with the rooster. So they attack her, trying to make her try to tear her feathers off, trying to make her look unappealing and ugly so the rooster won't choose her. And then they take her feathers, right? and they put them onto their feathers to make their feathers look pretty and glamorous for the rooster. So when you see these male hen houses, again, they are large panels of just men. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 deep, some of them. I've seen them as many as 10 deep on Zoom. Those are online male hen houses. Do not be the woman that goes up into that male hen house. You will be attacked because they are trying to attract the rooster for themselves. They want to mate with the rooster. So if a real hen comes up in there, then the rooster isn't going to pay them any mind. So they become extremely jealous because you're an actual real hen. So they get to plucking your damn feathers out, trying to make you look ugly. So when the real rooster shows up, he won't pay you no mind. And you see all of your feathers on them, right? They're hoping that he will find them attractive and then want to mate with one of them. Well, I'm down here in Louisiana. I think it's like 40 down here right now, 30. It ain't too bad. So stay away from those male hen houses. Exactly, Denise. That's why when a real hen shows up, they converge on her and pluck all her beautiful feathers off and try to put her feathers onto their feathers. And call it masculine hen feathers. And they want to strut for the rooster. You know, I was watching Rude Imp, right? He said something really, really interesting. I know how some of y'all feel about Rude Imp. I get it. But the brother's quite entertaining sometimes. And quiet as kept, he drops a lot of knowledge. I was watching him the other day, and he said something I thought was really, really interesting. He said that Kevin Samuels went to the manosphere, top manosphere guys, right? Like Angry Men, BGS, Obsidian. He said Kevin Samuels went to them with a contract. And that contract, the contents of that contract was they will have to give up their sexuality. That they will have to do some grossed out shit and give it up. And they said no. And he said, okay. Now he blew up and they're mad at him. Now he's getting all this money, all these views, and now they're upset. Had they took that contract and gave up that sexuality, they would probably be as big or bigger than Kevin Samuels right now. But they turned the contract down. And from what I hear is some people are starting to turn on him because I heard the story that he came up through some of these guys in the manosphere. He was on their channels. They helped him out when he was just talking about colognes. They had him on this channel. And he got his little fame from their channels. And now he done blew up. And he don't want to have nothing to do with them. He won't even let them on his channel. I wouldn't either, but you know, that's just me. Yeah, man. So you know, I was watching Rude Imp and he was talking about that. I thought that was very interesting. I'm like, wow. So Y'all guys was presented with a contract. Well, I don't know how true it is. I'm just repeating what Rudem said on his show. Those are not my thoughts. Those are his thoughts. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. Oh shit! This nigga just ran into a pole. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Anyway, so like I was saying, right? Yeah, I agree with you too, Bell. It was, he was already that, right? He had already gave up his whatever. That's the whole reason why he came to them with the contract. Probably to try to convince them, hey man, it ain't so bad. It's just a few seconds of disgustingness, but you'll get over it. With the money you're gonna make, you can buy you some goddamn wild turkey. That'll get the taste out of your mouth. just drink, just drink a shot of wild turkey, nigga. uh, how many women in here think that you can actually beat some of these guys up? I bet you some of the women in here can kick Obsidian's ass. I think y'all can beat some of these guys up. I seen some of these guys. These guys are less than nothing. I saw one dude, man, that had skinny ass arms. I mean, his arms look like shoestrings. So he want to box somebody and shit. He put his hand in the glove. The glove was like a big ass wrecking ball because his hand was so little. So yeah, people. Now I'm just chilling. We just opened up the mic. Did I put the link in? Hold on, let me see if I can get the link out. Dame, are you still there? I think she might be sleeping. She was tired this morning. I think that's what it is over there, y'all. I think it's an LGBT. Was it LGBT? What the hell is it now? LGBTG, LGTBG. What the hell is it? LGBTG, LGTBG, LB, LBE. What the hell is it? But man, I'm tired too, people. I mean, I was driving drove about 800 miles last night. Kind of burnt out. But I wanted to do this live stream because I wanted to come on and talk with y'all about some things we're going to be doing in the future here, in the near future. And some of those live streams really pissed me off, man, from yesterday. Too many arrogant niggas looking down on black people. What's this? Okay, it's called the Alphabet Community. Man, my chat is behind. Oh yeah, I think Bella kick his ass too. I think Bella kick a couple of their asses over there. Bella ain't no joke, man. I talk to Bella every now and then in the back chat. She ain't nothing to play with. I wouldn't fuck with her. I do think, I do think some of these women online can kick these dudes' asses. If you hear some of these dudes, right, you'll be like, okay, this geeky, nerdy. So what's going on out there, y'all? Let's chat a little bit before I get out of here. What's on your mind? My rant is over. What's on your mind? Talk about anything you want to talk about. Ask a question. Pose a topic. I got a little bit more time. I got about another hour or so. For whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm also eating my lunch too. Afro and Afro Sin. I haven't heard that in a long time. Afro Sin. What is that? The early '90s? Afro Sin? Mid '90s? Afro Sin. Or is that the '80s? Blue Magic. Is that the group Teddy Pendergrass came out of? No, Teddy Pendergrass came out of the Blue Notes, right? Something Blue Notes. Yeah, I think Pendergrass came out of the Blue Notes. A group called the Blue Notes. Oh yeah. Man, let me tell you something. If we get a religious discussion on this channel, all hell is going to break loose. Yeah, I just came out of one of them, Melody Misfit. I drove all the way from New Mexico to Louisiana. I drove from New Mexico to Louisiana. Baton Rouge. Late 70s, Afro scene. Okay. How bad is it, Melanie the Misfit? Is it a whiteout condition? Can you still see the side of the road? Harold Melvin. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Afro Sheen. Yeah, that's the group Teddy Pendergraph came out of. Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes. Yeah, Melody the Misfit. What's the condition out there? Can you still see the side of the road? If you can no longer see what's on your right side, it's time to get off the road. That's too dangerous. It's time to get off the road. But if you can still see your right side, you can still see the shoulder, just reduce your speed so you can have more control over your vehicle. The faster you go, people, the less control you have over your vehicle. The slower you go, the more you have control. Okay. As long as you can see the right side, if you can no longer see that right side, you need to get off the road. I mean, ASAP. Because you will no longer be able to judge where you are on the road. That right side is like your sight balance. Once you lose that, you can't tell where you are on the road. It may look like you're driving in the middle, but you could be driving on the side or the other side because everything looks the same. You don't even know what part of the street you're in, what part of the road you're in. Yeah. I mean, we have Dame. She's very good. But we got people who oppose the Bible and stuff. It'll be something, man. Like it could be, really. I'm in Louisiana right now. It's pretty cool. It's a little chilly, but it's. I like Louisiana, especially Alexandria. I went to Alexandria one time, and man, the black folks out there were just regular black folk, man. They were trying to make ends meet. They was trying to get by, trying to survive. Good black folk out there. Yeah, some people can't handle it, Bill. Some people can't get into it. I don't like politics because I don't believe that there's a such thing as black politics. So I don't even waste my time. I think when people talk about black politics, that's a ridiculous conversation to have. And so they're not being honest. So yeah, I dabble a little bit into the religious conversation. I'll jump in that a little bit, but not too much. But politics, I don't even mess with. I don't even mess with. But so many people are delusional when it comes down to politics. And you're supposed to listen to somebody because they got a law degree. They got a law degree and they can spell pretty good. So you're supposed to listen to them. Even though that person with that law degree is selling you a bill of goods. Minden, huh? I gotta ask Dane where that's at. Dane lives in Louisiana too. Right now, I'm sitting over here in Baton Rouge, just chilling on my 34-hour reset. Normally, I would be breaking right time, and Dane would be taking over, but she's been very tired, so she's getting some Z's. I know you see her avatar up there, but she's knocked out. She's getting some Z's. Well, yes, yes, pretty bad. And being up in that Cincinnati, Ohio, Cleveland area, and all of that, it can get real rough, especially in Ohio. It can really get bad. I almost ran off the road. I think I was going down 70. Was it 77? It was one of those 70s. The one that goes down by the Hall of Fame. And it was a whiteout condition and almost ran right off the side because I could no longer judge where I was. And I caught my truck just in time. I was sliding off the side, getting ready to go down into those trees. Hmm. Yeah, basic is fine too, but like you said, they're futile. You got these bums over in the conscious community keep arguing about nothing all the time. A bunch of worthless ass Negroes convincing black people that they're relevant and they matter. All they do is debate about whether the Bible and the damn Quran is good for black people, and they read about fucking. They talk about Egypt. How the hell you got niggas born right here in New York and shit, right? Talking about they from Egypt. You got some fool walking around over there dressed like an Egyptian pharaoh. See what they don't tell you about these pharaohs? Many of these pharaohs were homosexuals and they were obese. And they routinely had sex with dogs. Some of them pharaohs were buried with 9 to 20 dogs. And some of them dogs were wives to the pharaoh. See, that's the part about Egypt that they don't want to talk about, right? And you got some fool now who done got some shit from a novelty store. He even got the damn things that King Tut was wearing. The little sickle hook thing with the other like rod that he crossed arms with. And so he walking around with wearing that and full makeup. I'm talking about full makeup, eyelashes. I think it's called eyeshadow. The stuff you put on your eyelids. He got it all on, and he's standing up there and act like he's supposed to look like that. Yeah, so they get to walk around here with these goddamn costumes on, and you're not supposed to say anything because they're following the Hotep tradition, the Egyptian tradition. Why black people want to appropriate everybody else's culture when everybody is trying to be like us? Everybody and their mama trying to be like us. I just saw a video of some Indian. I think it was 9 Hindu Indian males on stage, all doing Michael Jackson moves. And I mean, they were good. I might be able to play it too when Dan gets woke. That's if I'm still on here. But if I'm not, just remind us that the next time. I want you to see this video of these Hindu. Then these guys do not look like they can dance. They don't look like any of that. But when the music hits, they come alive, man. I'm telling you. Y'all got to see this shit, man. We got so many people who spend their life trying to act like us. Yeah, they want to be white slave masters too, Anthony. Throw that in there. Can't you tell? They want the black woman to be a slave. All right, fellas. I'm sorry, people, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get on out of here. I've been running ragged all night. I got to catch some sleep. I'll be back with a more sturdy broadcast later on tonight. So be looking out for that. It's going to be interesting. So then I'm going to say peace, power, unity, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for supporting the channel. Shout out to Bill Moore, Melly the Misfits, Ann T, Hassan, and the rest of the E Nation people. See you guys later on tonight. I'm not sure when I'm going to talk about something, but trust me, I'll think of something. I'll let you guys later. Peace.